Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Deity Civ playing as Russia. And if you notice, the user interface looks quite different, and that is because I installed the Enhanced User Interface DLC. If you've never seen this before, which I guess some people haven't, probably most people here have seen this, it pretty much just rearranges the user interface in a much more easy to see, easy to use manner. It presents a lot of information a lot easier to see manner, like it shows all your units over here, which is nice. It shows exactly what they're doing. Like I could see this worker is constructing a core. He'll be done in 5 turns. This worker's not doing anything, but next turn he's going to be doing something. Shows all the city states here nicely, and it shows all the civs and who you have declarations of friendships with. It's nice. It has some just quick short access keys over here so you can get around a bit quicker. It shows culture and faith and golden ages and science in a bit more of an easy to see manner, and actually because it shows your tech up here, it's even redundant to have that open, though I do like having that open. Maybe, well, we have a unit list there, so we don't need that either. Interesting. It also shows our resources up here. It gives you a lot of information, essentially, even if you like hover over your city like this, and if you hold and hover over a tile, it gives you a lot of information. So I recommend using this for playing Civ, essentially, just because it gives you so much more information. And I was wondering what my tile yields were on it, just because I had selected a civilian unit. But anyway, shows you what tiles you're working very easily. You can just hover over the city and see I'm working these 4 tiles. Which, shouldn't I be working something else to grow a bit? Yeah, I should. Those tiles are good, right? Oh, no, you go there. There we go. Oh, this city stole that tile. That's why you're upset. Okay, but anyway. Oh yeah, and somebody remind me, I had a declaration of friendship with Korea, so I could sell my other resource of copper. Usually I don't like to sell my last copy of a resource, but I have more copper, like here, 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 here. Plenty more copper I'll get soon, and anyway, I had extra happiness, so I really don't mind giving it away, and I'm not too close to a golden age anyway, so that's an extra 200-ish gold in my pocket. And also another thing about the enhanced user interface, it's not a mod. So actually, it does not disable any achievements. It does not change any gameplay whatsoever. It just presents things in a much better, it presents things better pretty much. And it does not disable achievements, or to my knowledge, it does not disable achievements like some other mods. I believe somebody, are you not going to work this tile? He's mad that the city stole his tile. Okay. We did it? We did it. Okay. I think he's going to behave now. Okay, so this is not a mod. It's DLC. You have to do a bit of backdoor installation for it. I'll post a link to the Civ Fanatics thread in the description if you have never seen this before and you want to try it out. I do recommend using it, because it just makes life just a lot easier, pretty much. Adds so many nice little things. I was going to say one more thing, and I forgot it. It left out of my head. Oh yeah, somebody else mentioned using Info Addict in the comments, which is similar to this in the sense that it just gives you more information. But that is actually a mod. This is not a mod. It does not disable achievements. It does not change any gameplay. With Info Addict, it actually does give you a little bit of information that you cannot get otherwise. It's not really significant, that information, but it does give you stuff. And this is not a mod at all. It's technically a DLC, but not really, since there's backdoor installation. Okay, enough talking. Let's at least just start going to next turn so we can do something while I ramble about this. So yes, I highly recommend using the enhanced user interface. I've meant to install it for quite some time, yet I keep forgetting and putting it off, and then every time I see somebody use it in a YouTube video, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing I'm supposed to be using. Why have I not installed this? And like, this is the nicest feature. It tells you when your borders grow, and if like it grows to encompass a resource, it will show a picture of the resource here. So like if St. Petersburg's borders grow to this copper, well actually they're about to grow that cow. So in 13 turns, I'm going to get this notification, and it's going to have a little cow in here. So it'll remind me to switch the tiles I'm working to that cow, so I can grow a little bit faster. But actually these are all nice tiles, so maybe not. Oh, I'm going to middle lagginess, whatever. Alright, so yes, I highly recommend the user interface. So now back to the game. We are working towards our national college, which we are about to finish researching. We just have to wait for the library in St. Petersburg and in Moscow to finish, and then we can get it up and going in Moscow. And it does appear the continent also ends over here, so we don't have anywhere else to explore. I assume we could sneak through here, actually, but the continent just cuts off here. As we can see, there's just ocean on both sides. So we actually do have nothing to explore. So I might just delete my scouts next turn. I believe I only have the one. Yes, do I only have the one? I thought I had 2 scouts. I could have sworn I had 2 scouts. I guess I do only have the one because I see only 1 in my units list. So I guess I only built the 1. I thought I built 2. Maybe I deleted 1 already. I don't remember. Alright, so for research, we got optics, but we just have the 1 coastal city. We really don't need it at the moment. Drama and poetry to build guilds, but my capital is going to be busy building the National College anyway. Horseback riding maybe, but we don't really have an immediate need for it. We can get Colosseums, composites, pretty good. Or we can just get mathematics. None of these techs really stand out. I think what I'm going to do is go for construction, so I can get composites just to work myself further down the tech tree. Nothing really stands out, and also I need to get to engineering to get my free aqueducts. Actually, no. I need to finish tradition first. Duh. I was wondering why they weren't showing up in my cities. Yeah, duh. Okay, I don't need that. Never mind. I haven't finished tradition. It comes from there. I thought for whatever reason in my head they weren't showing up just because I hadn't researched engineering, and that's false. I still haven't finished tradition. Aside for this, I might go for currency perhaps, or like maybe just still go to engineering. I'll think about it, but let's just do construction for right now so we can upgrade our military a little bit in case of hostilities with Portugal or the Ottomans or somebody who thinks they can push me around. Composites are a huge upgrade over regular bows. This is 11 and 7 strength versus I think 7 and 5. Yes, 7 and 5. Very big boost. Let's delete this guy too. Delete. Yeah, and if you saw that delete button, I did not have to press 2 buttons to get to the delete button. It is amazing. 2 wonders this turn. Suleiman is in the medieval era. Alright, nothing too pressing or too concerning with me. Religion was founded. Okay, somebody founded Protestantism. So civs who could do that, like England, America, Iroquois, Dutch. So that really doesn't tell me much that Protestantism was founded, or maybe it's random. A civ that usually founds another religion, and their religion was taken. But actually, how many religions are there left? World religions, we have 3. There's only 2 left, actually. So I do need to kind of hurry. I'm going to get there in 20 turns. I hope I can. I will get there in 20 turns, though. My horses actually aren't improved. I was going to make a circus, but instead, let's make our unique building, actually. Let's get the Cray Post. Or at least start on it. I think I'll switch to National College and prioritize that. Yes, that will be, because this is an important building. It just gives us a little bit of a discount with buying and culture spreading to tiles. We really don't necessarily need it right now, so I'm just going to hold off on it pretty much. Sophia wants a trade route. Actually, that's not too hard. Perhaps we can do that. But how much science are we getting from the trade routes? A lot. So, yeah, a lot. And also it tells you who you don't have research agreements with. I have research agreements with none of them. But we don't even have the gold for it right now, so... Religion battle. Well, we do, but they don't. Okay, so it's time to buy the library. Next turn. We buy the library in here. So then we'll have a library in all 3 of our main cities, so then we can get the National College up in our capital. Unmet players in the medieval era. Kiev wants Melbourne bullied. Melbourne is up here, I believe. Yes, it is. Let's get the... Nope, we still need the library. Purchase. I held off on purchasing that because it's 1 gold in maintenance, and it gives me only half of a science, which is really not worth it. That might be a bit too min-maxy for some people, but it's just that little bit of efficiency. In the end, I only did save like 5 or 10 gold, but still. It's kind of worth it. Okay, granary, this is +2 food, or we can do stoneworks for extra happiness. Let's think about it. What do we want? Or I can get a temple to help with the religion. So by the time it finishes, it really wouldn't matter. So let's go ahead and get the granary for now. Because we are growing slowly. Well, we are working this tile. That's why we're growing slowly. I just wanted to do that so that we can get the library up right away. So I'm just going to work the cow tile for now so that we can grow with some sort of speed. Right, actually, oh, I forgot to switch to the National College over here. There we go. Ottomans have denounced an unmet player. And more bullying. Alright, nobody likes Melbourne, apparently. Mathematics and then currency, I think that makes the most sense. Then from there, I think I might get civil service because we do have a lot of riverfront tiles that are good for farms. So, 4-food farm right by my capital is never a bad thing. I do want another worker also, now that I see. We are quite lacking in terms of workers, so yeah, I definitely want another one of those. So I think that might be the next thing I make. Okay, let's queue everything up now. Gray post, and then worker, worker, worker. It's actually going to take quite some time to get there, but I assume it'll only come faster with time. And anyway, we did just speed it up by 1 production. We have the production focus? Yeah, I just wanted to check for the production focus trick. I actually don't have any other good tiles to work in the capital, since Novgorod is working this horse's tile. So I guess we can just work the hills and halt our growth for right now. Borders have grown to encompass a new tile, though I would rather be working this one. And the city did just grow. So did Moscow. St. Petersburg is still growing. Oh, look at this. And it compresses. This is another great thing about the enhanced user interface. It compresses your city-state messages, and you can just left-click to tab through them. Oh, we got influence boost. That's nice. And they no longer need investors. Well, that kind of sucks, because I have a lot of money, and I could have thrown it at them. Oh, well. Actually, what resources do they have? And Portugal was the one to settle over here, not the Ottomans. That's interesting. They are below in score on the Ottomans. So where are the Ottomans expanding? Maybe there is more land mass over here that I just simply don't know about that they've been going to. But the Ottomans only have these 2 cities to my knowledge, though they are better and bigger cities than the 2 Portuguese cities from what I can tell, or the 2 main Portuguese cities. And Portugal still only has 4. And Korea, now this isn't their third. Their third city is Pyongyang, so I assume they settled it somewhere up here. There is a bit more continent up there. Actually, I see borders right here. Do you see that? This right here. It's somebody's borders, I think. It does definitely look like somebody's borders. Actually, it does not look like the Ottomans. Actually, yeah, it does. I was about to say it looks like the Maya, but that is the same green now that I think about it. And this looks like a plains tile, which would have sort of given it the Maya orangish, brownish, pale color. I don't know what to call that color, really. And also, I do need to make more settlers. I'm thinking about buying one, since I have almost 500 golds. And then I would settle here on this copper, and then another settler to settle by the Great Barrier Reef. So let's move this guy back to the capital to potentially escort that settler. The settler that is up and coming. I do want to settle on this copper first. It'll give me an extra faith. It gives me an extra faith and extra gold right away, and extra production for me settling on the copper, so that's nice. And I do want to get my religion up, so the extra faith definitely does help. Grew to that tile, it doesn't really matter. Losing grasp on Melbourne. Maybe we want to keep them around. Though honestly, we're only friends. They're just giving me 2 happiness. I have more than enough happiness. Well, actually, I'm going to be growing, but still, I have a luxury I haven't improved here. I have another copy of copper here and here, so I think I'm going to be fine. And another one right here, gems. Which my borders are being very slow in expanding to, but that doesn't really matter. It's not impeding me too horribly, so I'm not going to complain. And I actually realized I do have to wait a little bit before I buy this settler. I have to wait until the National College finishes. Well, I don't have to wait to buy the settler. I just need to wait to plant it down. I gotta remember to do that, because that could be a very silly move that I could make. That I almost did make. No longer friends, losing grasp. Also friends with Bucharest? Cool. Oh yeah, right, we just got that. What are they giving us? They are cultural, so we're getting a slight culture boost from them. That's nice. So, we're 2 turns away from a policy, so we're probably going to get... We'll take open borders as well. Probably get aristocracy. Yes, that will help with the National College. It'll give us a slight happiness boost. We have exactly 10 citizens, so that's 1 extra happiness for us. It's really nice. Let's go for improving... Let's actually improve this copper and then the cotton with this guy. Because we did trade away both of our sources of copper. So this one will give us the +4 happiness, and this one as well is going to give us +4 happiness. And we're working this tile anyway, so that's bonus production. Alright, over here we finished the shrine. I would like a lighthouse for this fish, actually, but we don't have the tech. Cray post, watermill. All these buildings are actually decent, except walls. We don't need that. We don't have any granary resources. Actually, no, we have the deer right here with that we're about to grow to. So yeah, let's go for a granary. We're also going for a granary here. But we don't have any of the resources here. We just really don't have anything better to build. But anyway, let's get a policy. 1 extra happiness, 15% bonus for wonders. So that speeds up the National College. I forgot to check how much it sped it up by, but I think it did like a turn or so, so I guess that's nice. A turn, maybe 2 turns. Actually, I could do math. Math is hard. Well, this mod actually helps a lot with math. Like now, with social policies, we don't need to figure out how many turns are left, or with faith, we don't need to like do mental math. It just shows it up for us, which is awesome. Borders of St. Petersburg have grown. I really don't need to switch the tile out to there. I actually should switch to there, if anything. But yeah, that is useful. So let's say we weren't working a nice tile like this, or this, then I would be able to switch to that right away, and I would be notified, and also the Koreans built Hagia Sophia. And that was built on a faraway land. And that's another thing the enhanced user interface does. If you know the civ that builds the wonder, it'll put their icon right there. Right, Sophia is looking elsewhere. That's a shame. It doesn't really matter, though. I do want to get these gems improved sometime, though. I'm really tempted to do it right now, but let's improve this tile first, and then build a farm, and then we can go do that, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense. So I do want to get some farms around Moscow, because like I said, we do only have these 4 good tiles to be working for right now. And I would like more. And we definitely have plenty of spots like here, 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 and then potentially here for farmland. And I like my 4 food farms. I very much do. And of course, we need to make the settler sometime soon. So if we buy it, it'll take 1, 2, 3 turns to get here additionally. On the 4th turn, it'll settle. So actually, if we buy this turn, next turn, turn after, 2nd turn after, 3rd turn after, the 4th turn after, we can settle. And there's 5 turns left on the National College, actually. So, really, are we only short by 0.4 of a production? I don't think I can speed that up, though, actually. Because that's another thing that's nice about this. If you hover that off, it says 4 turns minus 0.04. I mean, not 0.04, 0.4. That means we're only short by 0.4 production to speeding that up just a little bit. Though honestly, yeah, we don't have it in us to do that. That's unfortunate. 2 out of 55. We could, in theory, work this tile once our culture borders grow just for a little bit. Yeah, I'll switch that guy over to there. And that would help. That would actually speed it up by a whole turn. So you know what? Since that's going to happen, let's go ahead and buy the settler. And he will be ready to settle right in time as this finishes, if I did the mental math and the counting right. Religion enhanced, Pantheon founded. This is making me nervous, but we are only 5 turns away, 4 turns away. I love how it does the little math for you. Because before you had to say 177 while making 6, so 200 minus 177 is 23, divided by 6 is 4. You had to do that every single time. Look at that, it shows you exactly what your city will encompass. So over here, we get 3 fish. Over here, we lose a fish, and actually, we lose iron, too. But we do gain the mountain, the hill, the nice tile to settle on, and these horses. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's bring the spearman along for the bride, just in case of barbarians. And next turn, our culture is going to grow, and it should automatically reassign the tile from here to here because it has 1 more production, and that should speed up our National College by 1 turn. Or at least if I've thought this out correctly, it should do that. Alright, so it did do that. Oh, it's 2 more production. That's nice. Oh, you're right, Siberian Riches. I completely forgot about that. It's an awesome, unique ability. Did that speed it up by 2 turns? I don't think it did. Nah, it didn't. Or at least I don't think it did. I could have sworn it was supposed to be 3 this turn. If it was sped up. Whatever. I don't know. Let's go for... Civil Service would be nice to get. Or also Theology, but I think all those wonders have been stolen. The Grand Temple would be the only thing that we can really get. So let's go for Civil Service. I guess this is the best tech order to get there. I do like to have the nice farms to support my cities and support specialists. You grew. Ooh, this is a good tile, but we need to reorganize this. Actually, no, we don't. When the city grows, though, we're going to go work that tile. Because we are improving this right now. So actually, if I did want to get a slight amount more production out of the city, which I don't need because it would just cost me gold and faith, Oh, actually, the faith is not helping. Faith is not helping, because if you look here, if I take this off, it's still 3 turns. So you know what? Let's do the production. Production is more valuable than gold at this point in the game, or at least in my opinion it is. Better to work 1 production than 2 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. They desire whales. Oh, and I love this too, that they show the resource that it demands right there, so you don't have to go clicking through every single city to see that. Right, so we got the granary up and going. Let's try for something else. I would want to work this tile actually to grow even faster, so build speeds will be slow. I'm tempted to go for the cray post right away, but I think a water mill would be nice. No, market, because we are doing the trading out of the city. I just remembered. And we do have some gold tiles to be worked here, here, and here. And here as well, once it grows there, which is in only 13 turns, which is pretty nice. Alright, and National College is finishing, and the settler is in place. So look at that, just as I planned. The National College finishes, and on that very turn, we get to settle our 4th city. And I think I'm just going to wait for the gold for our next settler, because we do have a decent gold income. Actually, it went away quite a bit. Did trade route finish? Yes, it did. Alright, let's sort by highest gold. Go to Porto again. Okay, so let's settle down here. So we get this really nice base tile yield. If you look at it, actually I don't have yields on. We get 2 food, 2 production, 2 gold, and 1 faith from our city tile. That is awesome. That's like a late game order city, where you just get some amazing city tile yields. And down here, I don't think I need a shrine necessarily. A granary would probably be nice, because growing will be slow. A lighthouse would also be very nice, because we're going to have 2 fish resources, and we will have to rely on the sea for food for this city. This city will be low on food, if anything. Let me think about it. Granary food, this is a bit early to rush to market. Shrine or granary, essentially. Let's go for the granary, because we don't need any more faith to get our religion. It's now up to RNG as to when we get it, and I think there's 2 religions left, so we don't have to be sweating too much, really. That should be fine, because I would really be worrying if there's only 1 religion left and we've lost out. If we lost out on a religion because of RNG, I would be quite upset. Let's turn yields off. No? Oh no, you turned off by yourself. Good job. Okay. I wasn't turning off when I was clicking the hotkey for whatever reason. Rostov can fire on the enemy. Yeah, there's probably going to be a couple of barbarians there, so maybe relying on fish for our food might not be the best idea or the most viable thing. And the city stole our tile again. Which they're not even working it, so I don't mind stealing it right back from them, pretty much. Yeah, the city is going to be quite low on food. I guess we get like a 4 food tile here or here, but we would have to steal from right next to the capital, and I don't like to do that. Maybe we can send a naval trade route from here to here or from here to here. I do love my naval trade routes when they give food. Alright, Suleiman wants copper for gold per turn. And actually, we did just get another copy of it, which is why he wants to buy it. Let's see if we can get a declaration of friendship next turn, because I hope they like me enough. Because if Korea and Maria gave it to me, then I'm pretty sure Suleiman will also be able to give it to me. I did attack his city-state once a very long time ago. He might be a bit salty. No, he's not. Alright, let's go for the DOF. Okay, so he declines. Are we still selling our resources to Portugal? Because I saw we had 2. We are selling to Portugal. How about Korea? Or maybe Portugal just got themselves a copy of the luxury. Could have sworn it said 2 before. Luxury resources. Oh yeah, we are exporting 2. Interesting. And they end in 4 and 9 turns. I love this interface. It makes things so much easier. Okay. 7. And it is not cheating, because it is not a mod. It does not give you any extra information that you would not otherwise have, which is awesome. So yeah, you can use it and not feel bad that you're cheating, essentially. Alright, DOF expired. Let's renew that right away, actually. Very good. Okay, because if they decline that, then I would really have to start worrying, pretty much. Or maybe not really have to start worrying, but, you know, it's perhaps foreshadowing for a potential future conflict. And I forgot to upgrade my archer to a composite now that I see Maria's composite walking around. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and we can use you to build a farm so that Moscow can work it and actually grow above 5 pop. Did we build our granary yet? No, we didn't. Yeah, we should do that. After we build the worker, let's build a granary, and then the circus that I said I wanted to build. Then maybe watermill, though that's picking a bit too far in advance. So, you know, let's leave those decisions to be more like on the moment. That actually does remind me, how long has this episode been going for? Is it time for a cut? Maybe? My computer just gave me a pop-up. Do you want to change color scheme to improve performance? Windows, you give me this pop-up like every week. And every single time I say, keep current color scheme and don't show me this again. And then every week when I go play a video game, you give it to me. I don't care. And we have been going for 25 minutes. So let's go until we get our religion. How about that? Until RNGesus decides when our religion goes for us. And RNGesus makes sense because religion. Oh, that's actually glorious. I didn't even think about that pun, but it is a glorious pun. Hanoi and Portugal are now allies, and they don't even need our help. That's a shame. And we are still waiting on that great prophet, still waiting on RNG. 2 religions left, though, so I'm not worrying. I'll be very mad if our religion does not come through. Don't need that. Borders grew. Oh, look at that. Another unique luxury. Do I want to work that more than tile? Nah, 3 production is worth it over food and 3 gold. Oh, and also does give faith, so faith is good. No, not at this point. Oh, come on, RNG. Let's go. See, this, I don't understand why. Like, I understand why they put in this feature, that religion is, when you get it, it's determined by random chance. But the thing I don't understand is that there is not a single other mechanic in this game that does that. Like, golden ages aren't like that, social policies aren't like that, science is not like that. And they all work on the same counters, and you can see them all right next to each other here. I don't understand why religion has to be the only one that works that way, and we should be working this tile for the extra food. Got the granary going. Circus. When we improve the horses, I definitely want a circus. You don't have enough gold for this yet. Maybe a temple? Though the maintenance kind of outweighs the benefit for right now. Let's go for the watermill, actually. And I do want a writer's guild eventually. Now that I see it, I need to figure out what city it goes in, though. Looks like St. Petersburg is going to have a lot of food. You know, in this game, so it's my capital, it does have a lot of tiles, though it doesn't have potential for naval trade routes, so I think I might spread out my guilds to 3 cities. Usually I like to keep them in 1 city, though I might spread them out because it's nicer to have them in the 1 city because of the national epic. Though at the same time, that 1 city, which is usually your capital, it ends up being like quite restrained by the fact that it has to carry all of the guilds. And like you can't work other tiles, and the production ends up sucking in that city. So you're taking your best food city and you're essentially like draining it. Unless you can keep it maintained by sending like 2 different cargo ships worth of food, which is like a dozen food in total. And profit! Yay! Alright, so we'll end the episode this turn. Actually, maybe we should leave that up to the viewers in the comments. What do you think I should go with for reliefs for my religion? So let's go ahead and see what's available. Okay. Actually, you can suggest what religion I get too, so here are all the beliefs that are available. They actually all fit on 1 page. Almost. Okay, but yeah, I'm probably going to get Tithe, like always. That's pretty much always the best thing. AI never takes it. Pagodas is here. I'm going to have to take that. Pagodas are too good to turn down. But yeah, these are all the beliefs. Suggest what you want. Suggest a religion and suggest a name. Suggest a name. It's not going to fit. Oh, it did fit. How much longer can we go? No, that's it. Just 1 tile. Suggest the name. Yay. Yeah, suggest the religion, suggest the name. Suggest what I pick. I want to see what your opinion on what I should get for beliefs in the religion is. And actually, I do need to get another settler out. After this worker, I still want the granary, though. You know what? I'm not going to break the production in this city, and I think I'm just going to buy it with 500 gold. I also don't want to slow down the city's growth, even though we're not growing. Well, whatever. But I will buy that settler, and I will send him out right here to this spot so that we can get the Great Barrier Reef. Hopefully we don't get forward settled, but we shouldn't because we have the land completely blocked off. They have to sail around us, and we saw there's barbarians down here, and I have sight up here. So I don't think anybody's going to do that. And Romcom Hang is not in this game, so we do not have to worry about being ridiculously forward settled. So let's end the episode off here while I'm still rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your suggestions for the religion, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.